Well, we had another shooting in Vegas. Two young couples. I mean, a man and wife. People heard the rhetoric for a long time that, another time to take over America. Take that gun in hand and go out there and take America over. They killed some police officers. And they said on the news that they had been part of, or come down with the militia down to that Nevada rancher, whatever his name was, that called in the militia to face down the federal government. Well, you may agree with this rancher, but I don't. I believe in the Constitution. I believe that we have a right to bear arms, and a proper and civilized way. What these two people did in Vegas is not proper. With the ones that are trying to force the guns down other people's throat is not proper. Just because I believe in the right of bearing arms doesn't mean that you may agree with it. But it is in our Constitution. And if you take down one part of the Constitution, you just will tear it all up and start again. And that would be bad with Obama as president. That's all I can say. You don't want that man to do anything like that. But what did it accomplish? These two go out, kill these police officers, and they're dead now because she shot her husband, then shot herself in a Walmart store. You know, this is like an old replay, an old movie that I've lived through once before. In the 70s and 80s, you had these militia running around. Patty Hearst was supposed to even been kidnapped by one. Robin Banks. Notorious shootouts between them and the police, and I mean, people just seem to go crazy. They think that they're in part of a militia to just take over America. Well, excuse me, how do I know I want you to take over America? How do I know you would be any better than the government we have? I'm just telling you. I mean, you're ready to go out and blow police officers up to make a statement? And you think that's the right way of doing things? No. No, it's not. They just went out there and shot some police officers because they were police officers, to advance their radical belief in this militia movement to take America over. You know, I think America's in the wrong track, and I think God's judgment is up on her right now. I really do. I think Obama's doing us much harm, and he needs to be impeached and legally tried for treason. Either life in prison or maybe facing the firing squad. You know, the young man that bombed down there in Oklahoma City, he got the death penalty. President ain't too good. But people, let's do this legal. Let's don't go out and start this 60s, 70s, and early 80s all back over again. It didn't prove anything then, and it ain't going to prove nothing now. But killing innocent people. I'm just saying. This Bundy thing with the rancher just started it all over again. It was like a replay of what happened years ago. I'm 70 years old. I've seen a lot of crud go on in this United States. When I was with my ex-husband, around in the 60s, 70s, we met the Weathermen. It was a national thing. Obama knew the head of the Weathermen. They were really a homegrown terrorist group. I know when me and my ex-husband met with them, and my ex-husband wanted to join. And the more I listened to their radical beliefs and the things they planned on doing, I'm thinking, I've got 2 babies here to take care of. What's going to happen to them if I go off and do some of this radical stuff they wanted us to do? And so when me and my husband got away from them, I said, Bill, no, this is not good. The only thing this is going to lead to is death for them. Now, not all the Weathermen died. The leader of the Weathermen was big shot boy. He's still going out there. Obama liked him, was friends with him. I'm just saying that this was a group that would blow up buildings, take their guns and go in, rob banks, kill people if you got on their hit list. I mean, they were a dangerous organization. And could still be. I don't know if they're still going at it or not. But I'm just saying, innocent people can get killed over this nonsense. No, do I agree with our government and what Obama's doing? No. I mean, I've said that more times than one. More times than one. But I think we need to legally impeach this man and try him for crimes of humanity and treason. Because when he let them 5 terrorist people loose, that's crimes against humanity. These people are going to go out. They don't care. They're going to go out and kill innocent people just because of what Obama did. That's called crimes against humanity. Crime, kind of like a crime that has not even been committed yet. But it will be because he let them loose. So we wait around till these 5 start killing a whole bunch of people and then impeach him and try him for treason? We know it's coming. Even he said that they would join the battlefield again. He said it today, overseas. Our country is going crazy. I mean, people taking guns and going into restaurants, going into coffee shops, that's not even permitted. I mean, you know, even in their state. Why? Why do that? Fight legally to keep our Constitution in correct. You know, get on the phone and your congressmen and your senators, make a march on Washington, D.C., not with guns, but a march on Washington, D.C., 1 million man, woman march on Washington, D.C. to keep our Constitution in contact and the right to bear arms in there, as well as the freedom of speech and all the other stuff. But let's do it peacefully, not with guns killing people or being killed. That don't bring that's no solution. None. It just means a bunch of dead bodies. When you're dead, you're dead. You can't help the country. You're dead. You're buried 6 feet under. I'm just amazed how much we're going backwards instead of forwards. Didn't we learn anything back in the 70s and 60s and all the marching and all of the stuff that people were doing to each other? Haven't you ever learned anything about history? Not to repeat it, but let's do it legally. Let's have marches. You know, Martin Luther King was not a stupid man. Really, he wasn't. Did he encourage people to get guns and go out and shoot each other? No. He called for peaceful marches to let the black people have their rights. So let's kind of follow his example and have peaceful marches calling for the rights of the Constitution to be obeyed, and for President Obama to be impeached and tried for treason. That would be the better way. And if you march enough, carry enough signs calling for this, Congress and the senators will wake up and go, hey, you know what? They're serious. Let's do this. Let's get this man out before he causes more harm to our country. Do you have to have a gun strapped to your hip or thrown over your shoulder because you're marching for your rights? No, you don't. Yeah, the police may come and arrest some of you, but they did with Martin Luther, didn't they? With Martin Luther King, they did too. They arrested people, but they were willing to go to jail for the right. Is it too much to ask for people to voice their opinion, to march in a peaceful way, even if the law comes after you and handcuff you and drag you off to jail? And then the minute you get back out, go get on the march line again and carry another sign. Impeach President Obama. Preserve the Constitution of the United States as is. Don't be changing it. That's simple. And also, wave the American flag to let them know we will not stand for you to tear America down. We won't stand for it. We will march. We will have our voices cry out until they hear us. That's what should happen, people. I'm honest with you. But this going out and getting guns and killing police officers and killing this person and killing that person, no. That's not the way to do anything. That's not the way. All it brings is death and destruction and tearing our country totally down and apart. Let's stand our ground in peace, letting people hear our voice, not our guns. And I believe in us all bearing arms. If you got a gun, amen. And I don't believe in taking the guns away. But the words will not kill a person. But the gun will if you get all radical and start killing and shooting people. You have hotheads out there. Seen 2 of them down at a Walmart store in Vegas, killing innocent people. I'm just saying, let us stand our ground in peace and let our voices cry out and be heard all the way to the White House. That's how we win. That's how we win, people. So bless you. I just felt led to give this word. So bless you.